The truth has finally leaked as we have major information regarding Oilers superstar Connor McDavid and his looming contract extension with the team, and these details have Oilers fans absolutely fired up. Hello everyone, welcome back to Oilers Digest. My name is Nikash Ganguli, as you can see in the bottom right there. Hope everyone is having a great day, a great time whenever you guys are watching or listening to this. We have some major news regarding Oilers superstar, the best player in the NHL, Connor McDavid, and his looming free agency. But before we get into his future possible contract details and more, make sure you guys do, of course, subscribe to the channel. We are currently at 80% of viewers who are not subscribed, and we are trying to get to 4,000 subscribers here on Oilers Digest. So, if you want to get all our content right when it comes out, hit that subscribe button. It's free. It's right down below. It's simple. And if you want to get notified when we upload videos, you can hit that little notification bell, and you will get all the Oilers content throughout the off season in the most digestible way fashionable. All right, so let's get into some reports coming out about Connor McDavid's extension, and it is pretty interesting. We have this report from Dave Pagnotta of the fourth period. You guys may know him very well if you follow hockey on Twitter, especially. David Pagnotta, subject Connor McDavid extension. My guess is it's in that $16 million range over a 4 or 5 year extension, 16 to 17 in that vicinity. Now, of course, I don't think Oilers fans are going to be too picky when it comes to a Connor McDavid extension. Although, for me personally, it would be nice to get McDavid on 8 years. But the way hockey is going, it doesn't seem like a lot of these superstars are going to take 8 years. Although we say that, and then all the big free agents, like Mitch Marner, for example, did sign 8 years. Mikko Rantanen just signed 8 years. So, maybe McDavid will, but 4 to 5 years on $16 to $17 million. I don't know if you can really complain about any extension that Connor McDavid would get. It's Connor McDavid. You give him whatever, pretty much. And I think the only way he would end up leaving Edmonton is if, they try to play a little hardball with him, or if he just decides he wants to go somewhere else. Although, I do think he does want to get the job done with the Oilers. He has gotten super close. He was 1 goal away 2 years ago, 1 game away last year, two wins away technically. So, I think he does want to get the job done. But I think if the Oilers try to play a little hardball with him, it might not end as well as they think. Again, I'm just saying 4 to 5 years, $16 to $17 million. I don't think there's any room to complain because he's Connor McDavid. You're paying the best player in the NHL whatever he wants. The cap is going up. Whatever McDavid says he wants or whatever his agent says he wants, that's pretty much what the Oilers and Stan Bowman have to give him. And Stan Bowman has dealt with, trying to give some of the best players in the league contracts. The Draisaitl extension came last year. And then we also have, he dealt with Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane way back when with the Chicago Blackhawks. So he does have some experience with negotiating with these top possible free agents and loyal superstars. But overall, just based on this report itself, I don't have any problems with it. I think Connor McDavid is going to get what he wants, whether it's in Edmonton or elsewhere. Because Connor McDavid, I don't even know if I have to show you guys this, is an elite top-tier hockey player, the best player in the NHL for my money. Last year, he had 100 points in 67 games. That is just unbelievable numbers. I think taking another look at his career from when he was drafted to now is just unbelievable stuff. 100 points, 67 games is crazy numbers. I don't know what else to say about it except, maybe he needs more goals. He only had 26 goals or something. I don't know. But 100 points, 67 games is wild. And then if we even look at his career, it's even wilder. Like 100 points, 67 games, he had 132 and 76, 153 and 82. Then he had 123 and 80, and 105 and 50. Like, the guy is just unbelievable. The only time, he's only not at 100 points 2 times in his career, and one of them was his rookie season. And in the season he didn't have it again was the COVID bubble season, or not even the bubble, the COVID shortened season, where he had 97 points in 64 games, where he would have had 100. This, to me, you look at these numbers, and that is what warrants McDavid signing for whatever he wants, wherever he wants, because he has that sort of autonomy and respect with the team. Now, you may ask, how can the Oilers afford this? And I'll explain why very quickly here, because they would move heaven and earth to keep McDavid. Looking at their salary cap not even going into this offseason, if you kind of look at the next one, we can pull it up here. You have Draisaitl signed. He's signed. Maybe till he retires. Who knows? McDavid, UFA. Maybe they'll get that done. Hyman, $5.5 million. Nugent-Hopkins, $5.125. There has been murmurs about maybe him moving on, but I doubt it. In the rising cap, it's fine. Trent Frederick, they just signed. That's probably not moving. Mangiapane, they could move if they really needed to, if he doesn't work out there. Adam Henrique, $3 million off the books immediately. Matthias Janmark can move that if you need to. Kasperi Kapanen, 1.3 off the books immediately. David Tomasek, 1.2 off the books immediately. Podkolzin, if you don't want him to stay, another $1 million off the books. And then Curtis Lazar, league min deal off the books, also all next year. So that is a pretty decent accumulation. And if you think about it, Connor McDavid is really realistically only going to get like a $4 million raise if you put it in that perspective. Going from 12.5 to maybe 16.5 if we're just kind of putting in the middle of what David Pagnotta was saying. And then looking at their defense too, Bouchard signed, Nurse signed, we know that. Ekholm, $6 million. Even if he stays, that's a discount. It's going to probably be less than 6 because he's older. Wallman might get a raise if they keep him. Kulak off the books. Troy Stecher off the books. They certainly do have the cap to keep a player like Connor McDavid. I think you would trade anyone not named Connor McDavid to keep Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Everyone else, you work around that. You keep Connor McDavid because, again, how many times I say in this video, he's Connor McDavid. So, if he does want to stay with the Oilers, that they're going to give him whatever, but we do know maybe not to play hardball with McDavid. One thing that's interesting, if he does maybe do this again, is he actually did, notably, if you guys remember, when he signed that huge extension, $12.5 million with the Oilers 8 years ago, he took a discount. Just pulling up this old article. Apparently, McDavid agreed to take about $750K less annually, which isn't a lot, but, over 8 years, it can add up. But it's kind of wiggle room you need to build a championship or keep it together. And that might have helped. They've gone so close to a championship the past 2 years. Unfortunately, didn't get to actually win the Stanley Cup. But $750K less. I know McDavid could have got whatever you want with that extension. Back then, Peter Chiarelli was GM. I know Oilers fans aren't very, very fond of him, of course. But, yeah, so that's certainly interesting. And that is, maybe McDavid took another discount. Who knows? Or maybe he's like, you know what? I took a discount last time. Maybe I won't this time. Draisaitl just got paid. Evan Bouchard just got paid. So maybe it's time for McDavid to get all the money he so rightfully deserves. And if that's not on Edmonton, there are a lot of teams on the radar from Chris Johnson on the Steve Dangle podcast. Connor McDavid becomes available in 2026. Kings, Rangers, Tampa, 10 teams. I bet the Leafs are in there. A lot of teams are in there. So that could be interesting. And also, The Athletic did say the McDavid contract concernometer was at an 8.5 out of 10. And it reads, in a vacuum, it isn't that concerning. McDavid hasn't signed his next contract just yet. Sure, he signed his last contract on July 5th, which was 8 years ago again. But none of the stars heading into the 2026 class of free agents have extended. Kaprizov, Eichel, Connor, all don't have new contracts. And we'll look at that a little bit later. So, I think as an Oilers fans, it's okay to be a little anxious. At the end of the day, it's Connor McDavid. You want it to be extended as quickly as possible. He could have signed his extension 23 days ago, as I'm recording this on July 24th, and he has not done it yet. But again, all the reports from major insiders say it's more likely he resigns than not. But again, crazier things have happened in the NHL. Maybe something could happen with the relationship between him and Stan Bowman if that doesn't go very well. And the free agency class also is stacked next season. Obviously, ignore Carey Price and Shea Weber. But if you look at all who's available, McDavid, Panarin, Bobrovsky, Jack Eichel, Alex Ovechkin, Kirill Kaprizov, Cale Makar, Patrick Laine. Maybe Patrick Laine is not as good as everyone else, but just reading it. Jason Robertson, Kyle Connor. There's a ton of good players that could potentially be available next year if they don't sign. And Connor McDavid might be among them if the Oilers can't somehow get that extension done. If they decide, you know what, McDavid, we're not going to give you exactly what you want. We need to negotiate a little. But I think negotiating with Connor McDavid might not be the best point of view here. And I will say before we end the video, I wouldn't be that worried about McDavid not signing early. I know there was a little concern from that Athletic article that he signed so early last time. But last time McDavid was only 2 years into his career. Now he's 10. He's a veteran now, basically, which is crazy to say because I think a lot of us remember him getting drafted. But comparing him to his co-star on the Oilers, Leon Draisaitl, as you can see there, he didn't announce his extension until September 3rd, 2024, which is still, over a month away. It's about 7 weeks away. So I wouldn't be too anxious about it just yet. Maybe if you get deep into training camp and the puck drops on the next season and he's still not extended, maybe then I would start to worry a little. But you still have the whole offseason to get it done. Draisaitl didn't sign until September. There wasn't a lot of rumors about him leaving aside. I think if you guys remember, there was a small San Jose Sharks rumor, but that didn't happen, of course, because he immediately signed his 8 years in Edmonton. So, with that being said, everyone, let me know what you think Connor McDavid's extension is going to look like. Do you want him re-signed no matter what the cap hit is? Or do you think there's a threshold where it's like, okay, maybe you're making too much? But I personally don't think there is, but I'm curious what you guys think in the comment section. So let me know below in that comment section. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. And of course, we're covering all the Oilers offseason news here on Oilers Digest. Make sure you guys have a good one, and peace out, of course. Goodbye now.